Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. This is Marsha, and today I'm going to show you how to add the binding onto your little mug rug, placemat, doily, whatever you want to call this, that we're making today. So I've been finishing up all the hand quilting. I put all the blocks together, and so I saved all that time on the camera because it was a lot of extra work, but I just wanted to show you here what I've done on the back side of this. Okay, so here's all the stitching, so you can see the lines. I've just went in the same direction on each of the blocks, so to give it a nice uniform look. And then when you turn it over here to the back, now if you look really carefully, you will be able to see all the little nice stitching that has been done on here. And so this fabric was the one that I chose, that I showed you in yesterday's video. And so if you want to go back and watch that, as I was putting all these blocks together, so as you can see, everything turned out really nice. In the end, everything is good to go here. And so now we're working on the binding. So what I did was I measured each of the sides so that I would be able to have how long I needed my binding to be. So this is 12.5 inches and 12 inches and 12 inches and 12 inches. Okay. So, it's okay. Like over here is 12.5. That's okay. Perfectly fine. So, there's no quilting police that are going to come along and grade you or, whatever. So, I don't care if it's, somehow, however that happened, who knows, but that's okay. So what I want to show you is finishing up. So we're going to finish up this side. I want to show you about what happens when you get to the corner so that you can miter the corner so that you can see here how these are already done. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that. Now this can all be done as well on the sewing machine, which I will make another one in a different color tone, and then it will be all done with the sewing machine. But I wanted, for those of you who do not have a sewing machine, who are new to sewing, how easy it is just with hand sewing, how this can be done as well. So everything that you can do on a machine can be done by hand. That's how it was originally before sewing machines were invented. Okay, so we're going to finish up this side here, and I just want to show you mitering this corner. What do you do when you get down to here? Okay, so I am using a heavy-duty upholstery thread. Now you can use quilter's thread, and it's about the same weight. It says 137 mil, so I'm not sure if that's the yards. It's 150 yards. So I don't know what is the nylon. 100% nylon. This is made by Coates and Clark, and the number is S964. So if you want to go purchase this in the store, that is what you will tell them. So tapestry, upholstery, Coates Extra Strong is the name of that thread that I'm using. Okay, but I do have, like I said, quilter's thread, and it seems to be, I think this is a little bit more heavy duty than actual quilter's thread. So, but I like this. I really like this, because if it comes off, and you only need one strand, you don't have to double strand it. So what is the beauty of that is that when you accidentally are coming up from the wrong end, because what happens to me a lot, instead of coming underneath, I go accidentally from the top, and then I get the little loop over here, and then I go, wait a minute, what happened? So then I have to just take it off so easily. You don't have to go and undo all your stitching. So that's the beauty of using the heavy-duty thread or the quilter's thread, is because you only need one strand, and then you can easily correct any boo-boos as you're going along. So, and I'm prone to boo-boos, so not physically necessarily, other than bumping into things, but in my crafting and sewing, I do have to undo and fix things, and So we all, whoops, see here I did it, see, right there. And this is what happens, I've noticed it. If I try to do something else while I'm doing this, I forget. Am I supposed to go up from the bottom or from the top? But you see, just that quick and easy. Just take the stitch out, really easy. Now come in from the bottom. And what I do is I hold my finger here. So I'm using my index finger and I just hold it there so that I'm seeing that I want the stitches to line up. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't get yourself all stressed out about it. So take that pin out. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to stitch all the way down here to the corner. So that's what we're going to do. So where are we here? Okay, we're here. Okay, wait. Am I doing it right? Nope, see, I'm doing it wrong again. Okay, so I have to go in from the top. And then we come down. Okay. So I'm not going to talk so that I can do this right. And you want to go all the way to the corner. Okay, so let me show you over here. So what you do, okay, so you come all the way to the corner. Now you fold this piece in a triangle. So you fold this over here, and then you fold that one down on to make the square here. So this is in a triangle here, and then this is the square here. And then now you'll continue the stitching there. So I've already folded the corner so that then when I come along to this point, then I'm good to go. So then we're going to come back up under here, and we want to just catch this in this corner. Okay, and now I will continue all the way down. And now what we're going to do here, I'll show you, I've completed the whole going around. So now all I need to do is fold it over, and then we'll close it up on the bottom. But we have to meet these 2 points. So I just want to make sure that I'm leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance underneath here. So that's why I'm using my finger, and then I can feel under here, and then I see where my needle's coming up here. That keeps me lined up so that I know underneath I'm not having to continually to keep looking under here, because I already know where I have my stitches on the top. I can put my finger underneath, and then I know I'm doing it in the right spot. And then you're just eyeing, you know, just like when you're on your sewing machine, you have to be paying attention, looking, seeing where everything is lined up, and things start to shift on you. I actually prefer hand stitching over the sewing machine. This is just, I mean, it's easier, and it's much more relaxing. It's easier on your body. I don't know, it's just, for me personally, this is just what I prefer. And I will be putting something decorative on each of the solid blocks. So we'll look through my applique stash and we'll see what I have that will go with this theme. I'm thinking birds. I have some birds. She loves nature just like I do, so she has garden, she has bird feeders, she has a little dog, and they live in a country area, not in the city. And little bit of acreage. Don't think I have any dog appliques, but I'll look and see. And she has a mixed breed. It's a really cute little guy. Little girl, actually, Molly. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so let me take this apart. And then what we're going to do, let me come back up and through here. Okay, needle's working on the top side. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to overlap this about, I'm going to give myself about a ½ inch. I don't want a 1/4 inch. So sometimes people do a 1/4 inch, but I wanted, like I said, I need to give myself a little bit more. So I'm just going to lift it up here so that I can see. Okay, now I'm going to trim that off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here and open these two up. Okay, and I need to, going to have to bend my placemat over, fold it over, and now I'm going to put these two together, and I was going to stitch this a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to take my needle, unthread the needle, get me another piece of thread, don't need a whole lot, just a little bit, and we're going to stitch that, and I'll iron it, which you could just finger press it, but I want to make sure it's really, and then this is, because this is such thick thread, it's so easy to just tie a knot. Just like that. Turn my iron on, and this thing heats up lickety-split, so you don't have to wait forever. It's another thing I love about this little iron. Okay, so take this here like this. Get you a pin. And we're going to pin these together. It's a little bit odd, but okay, we'll manage to do it. Okay, so when you watch other people do it, oh yeah, it looks so easy to do, but it's cumbersome, to say the least. Okay, so just be prepared when you do this in this method, but this is a beautiful method, so I mean, I'm like, you can't complain because it's really such a smart way to do it. Alright, so I'm going to start this very edge. Cut off this extra tail because it's way too long. Okay, it's getting in my way. But like I said, I could have taken it to the machine, but I don't want to do that. All of this is going to be all hand stitched. Slow stitched, not on the machine. One little speck. And if you don't have the patience to sit here and watch me, that's okay, but it only takes probably about a minute, but it just seems like forever. And again, it's just because of the awkwardness of the way you're having to hold it. And because I'm trying to keep it where you can see me, I hope I have the camera angled properly. Nothing more disappointing when you go and do the playback and you see you weren't in the frame, but I angled it down so that I knew that in this area here that you would be able to see me. So if you give me a thumbs up just because you were able to see me in the whole frame today, that would be a wonderful thing. And if you want to join my little crafting community and subscribe to my channel, I would really be happy to have you. And if you like videos like this, then by subscribing and pushing the like button, that I know to make more videos for you like this. Okay, so now we're going to put the little knot. Okay. See, that wasn't hard. Okay. All right. Now, don't need that scrap. Take the pin out. Fold this open. Okay, and then we're going to just fold this over like this. Okay. Now we're going to come in here with the iron, quick like a bunny, and we're going to just press that seam. So now it will be pressed open and then it will be folded over. Ta-da! Okay, there you have it. And now we're going to finish up the binding. Let me get my needle back over here to this one. And then we'll flip her over. And I'll show you what it looks like and how beautiful and how easy this was. I'm just tickled pink that I found this. I don't even remember. What I think I used to do with the binding is I never remember doing where I sewed all four sides. Of course, I usually do big quilts. I don't generally make small things like this. So, you know, when you have the one, so I would do the binding, so I would have measure it out for one long side of the quilt, and I would sew those pieces together. But I never cut it all and sewed them all together, and then where it was one long continual piece, and did it together like this. So this is beautiful like this. Now I will be doing my hanky quilt, and when I get that done, it's more like a lap quilt size, like a baby crib quilt, maybe a little bit longer. So it's 12 blocks, yes, because it's a block for each month. So it's 12 blocks, 12 squares that are more like 15-inch blocks. I use the bigger size hankies. So once I get ready to bind that, we'll do that together, and then I'll see how much easier it is to do it this method than what I usually would do. Okay, so let's continue on here. And isn't that just beautiful how those, did you join that up together? I mean, I'm telling you. I don't know about you, rest of you quilters out there, but I'm telling you, that was just like, and I've seen when I've watched this and happened to catch this on a couple other channels, and the ladies were definitely commenting saying they're going to use this method on theirs, and it was, so this is like a new way of doing it. So I am so happy. So whoever was the genius that figured this out, I applaud you, because we're all taking your tip to heart, and it's just lovely. Okay, so hopefully I will not run over 30 minutes, because then that goes to the next frame, and then you won't see me finish it up, and I can't. That'd be terrible. So I hope I've got enough time for you to see me finish this and turn it, because I want you to be able to see me turn it in one video. I don't want to have to make a second video just for that. Now I won't stitch on the other side in this video, so I'll have to do a second video tomorrow, and we'll turn it and stitch it on the other side. But I'll show you, I'll turn it today. I need to I'll have to stand up here in a minute to look to see where I am on the time. And then if I'm getting too close to 30 minutes, then I'll have to stop the video. But I can't remember if it's like, do I have 33 minutes before it flips over, or I think it is right at the 30-minute mark. Almost. Almost. Okay, let me get over here. Let me take this pen out. I might be able to just turn this a little bit over on this side. Okay, where are we here? Oh, 20. We got 10 more minutes. Yay! Okay, let me turn on the ceiling fan. Take off this long sleeve shirt. Here in Florida, I don't know if you care about the weather in other parts of the country and the world, but I do, so I'll tell you about here in Florida. Got to take my socks off. We were having 70s and then 60s at night, which was absolutely glorious, and then the stinker weather decided to be a stinker like usual. And here in Florida, and go, oh no, we're going to go back to the 80s, ha ha ha. So my sinuses are not happy. It's bad enough with all the pollen, but then when the weather starts doing this flip-flop, at least up north, you guys stay in cold weather. But down here, I mean, yeah, you might go from 40 to 60, but you never jump from 60 to 80 or 40 to 80. Ugh. Rare. Very rare. But down here, that's what our winters are like. I mean, born and raised in Florida, but I'm telling you what, if I could have moved to another state, my husband didn't want to move. But I love the cold weather, not the freezing snow. I can't handle that. But just, and you know, beautiful, little bit of snow. I don't mind a little bit of snow. So Georgia, and I think Alabama, all the states that border the Gulf. So tell me in the comments where you're watching me from. I know some of my subscribers are here in Florida, but where are the rest of you from? I don't know where you're from, and I'd like to know where you're watching me from. And so if you don't mind putting that in the comments below, I would really appreciate knowing that. And when we reach 200 subscribers, we're at 177. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so exciting. I just love my little communities. So, my Instagram is my most engaged social media people. They are like-minded and they talk to me and they respond to my posts. The other social media places, no. But, and I have, you know, 1,000, what do you call it, followers on Facebook, and then 1,600 on Instagram. So I just love Instagram. I love where people are people and they engage with you. They want to get to know you. And I want to get to know you, so I'd love to know where you're watching me from. Obviously, you like crafting, so that's why you're here, or you want to learn. And I will be doing a live craft class on Zoom at the end of November. So if you're interested in learning, if you're new to crafting, or new to any of these things, then I will be teaching you several of the things that I already are on my channel. Because I have several friends that aren't crafty at all, and they want to learn, so I am more than happy, and I'm sharing my supplies with them. They're local friends, and so any of my local friends, I'm more than happy to share my supplies, and I have plenty to go around. And then, you know, if you want to get your own supplies, you can pick them up at the dollar stores and things like that. Okay, so we're here coming up to the... But anyway, so if you would like more information about that, then join my mailing list, and I'll be sending out a newsletter all about when that is going to take place. Okay, so now this is how I do my finale. Okay, so we're going to come through here, and I'm just going to go through the batting in this first layer from the bottom. And then I put my knot in here. Okay, so when I have the edge like this. Okay, now let's flip her over real quick like a bunny so that we can, ta-dum, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-dum, drum roll, excitement, yay, the cheering goes on and on and on. So see how nice that is? Look at that, just beautiful. Alright, so we're going to turn the iron back on. And I am going to press this as I turn her over. Okay, so now when we flip it over, okay, and then we're going to fold it over like this. And then I will fold the little corners down like this, just like you did on the top. And then all of this gets turned over. And then you just miter that little corner as so perfectly. And then I will come in here. But you see, you get the idea. Move this up here so that I know you're seeing it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Just beautiful. So I'll pin all this. And then, oh, just look. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then over here. Okay. You have these little finished corners. Alright, let's see if we can get it to cooperate and stay under. Okay, but there you go. See? Look. Look at how pretty that is. Just beautiful. So now you have this beautiful finished top, and then now the binding will be here like this. So you'll see that little bit, and this matches this here perfectly. And then when I show you tomorrow's video, we'll stitch that in on the back. So I'll stitch the majority of it, and we'll just save a little bit. And then I'll have the appliques ready to go, and I'll show you how we're going to put that on. And we're going to stitch the little appliques, but I'm going to do a blind stitch on the top. I'm not going to go through the bottom. Alright, so thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this was instructive and informative and enjoyable. And so please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Have a sunshine day.